Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alejandro Romo, and in this channel we talk about what? Investing, personal finance, and all things money. In today's video, we're going to be going over Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? The advantages of Bitcoin, the disadvantages of Bitcoin, where you can get Bitcoin, and also where you could store your Bitcoin. Alright, so before we get started with the video, make sure you leave me a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss no more videos like this. Since this is a cryptocurrency video and this is going to be about Bitcoin, I'm going to review my coin mine. I'm going to show you how much Bitcoin I have so far through my coin mine. Let's pull up the app. We're pulling up the app right here on my phone. Alright, unlock. Boom, 908. You can't see that, but I'll have the little image on here on the side. 908 is what I'm at. I'm at 93,000 sats. So yep, I made $9 on just having my Bitcoin mining machine running. So yeah, anyways, let's get into this video. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that was created in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody knows whether it's a person or a group of people, but they went by Satoshi Nakamoto. It is a currency that works online that could be used anywhere around the world. It is the first decentralized peer-to-peer payment network without a middleman. This means that your Bitcoin is never handled by a third party, which means no banks. With banks out of the picture, it makes doing person-to-person transaction easier, faster, and more secure. You also don't have to worry about double spending or your account getting frozen for whatever reason. And with peer-to-peer transactions, no middleman means nobody's getting a fee from the transaction. There are a few different ways that you can come across getting some Bitcoin. You can use a currency exchange site like Coinbase, Gemini, or eToro. You can also use an app like the Cash App, or even use a Bitcoin ATM to get some Bitcoin. Another way you can get Bitcoin is if someone gifts it to you. That's another way you can get Bitcoin, or just by doing transactions with Bitcoin. You selling something for Bitcoin, you sell your iPhone, you want $800 worth of Bitcoin, you can do that. Anyone and everyone can buy, sell, accept, or give Bitcoin to anybody as long as both persons have a Bitcoin wallet. There's a few different types of Bitcoin wallets that you can get. There's paper wallets, there is app wallets, computer wallets, and a hardware wallet, which is a physical device where you can store your Bitcoin. Whichever wallet you decide to choose is really up to you. They each have their pros and they each have their cons, but it's really up to you. Some are free, others range up to $500, so just keep that in mind. If you're getting a physical wallet, they're the more expensive ones. Now I'm going to be going over some of the advantages of using Bitcoin as a digital currency or as your main currency. Starting with number one is payment freedom. When transacting with Bitcoin, you can transact with anybody in the world at any given time. There's no such thing as waiting for the holiday to be over, the long weekend to be over. You can send payments on Sundays and receive them on Sundays. You can send payments on Thanksgiving and receive them on Thanksgiving. There's also no such thing as if you're sending money across border lines that it will take you longer to send it. You can send it to anybody in the world. Number two is fewer risks for the merchants. For all the merchants that use Bitcoin, it's less risk for them in case of like fraud in most cases, where a customer can report a fraudulent charge and then they'll lose money out on that transaction. Once that payment is processed with Bitcoin, there's no reversing the transaction. So that's a good thing, because nobody wants to be in business and be taken advantage of with fraud transactions. The third benefit to Bitcoin is the security and the control of your Bitcoin. Bitcoin users are always in full control of their money. Bitcoin payments are always made without any personal information in any part of the transaction, from either the payer or receiver or whatever which way it goes. No personal information is ever sent in with your Bitcoin payments. That also means less possibility of identity theft. Now I'm gonna go over a couple of disadvantages that I see in Bitcoin. Acceptance. Many people don't know what Bitcoin is, and some people know what Bitcoin is but aren't sure where to start. So for like the merchants that don't know where to start, they don't know how to accept Bitcoin. So if you have Bitcoin, it's kind of hard for you to spend your Bitcoin because not that many people know about Bitcoin or how to set up an account or a wallet, a Bitcoin wallet, to start accepting Bitcoin. But the more people get educated, the more it's going to be slowly accepted. Again, remember, it was created in 2009, so it's only been 10 years. This technology is only 10 years old. Number two, it would have to be the volatility for me. The value of Bitcoin is determined just like anything and everything around the world. Everything is based off of supply and demand, what use you have for the specific item. So the more Bitcoin becomes valuable, the more that people use Bitcoin would decrease the volatility of the Bitcoin. With Bitcoin still being fairly new to the world, that's the reason why there's so much volatility in the price. You'll see Bitcoin jump up 10, 20, 30%, and then at the same day drop another 20%. So it just happens because the currency is new, people are adapting to it, people are getting into it, people are holding it, and it's a supply and demand thing. So again, the final theory is that the more you educate yourself, the more you transact with Bitcoin, the better the Bitcoin network will be, the more of it staying as a universal currency, which is kind of what we all want. We want a universal currency because we do not want to be part of a country that hyperinflates in their value of their dollar. Something like Venezuela. Venezuela has suffered through hyperinflation. You can have $1 million over there and it not be worth anything. I do not want to be a part of that in the United States, so I invest some of my money into Bitcoin. One way we can take advantage of banks is by knowing more about money, educating ourselves. I feel like everybody should invest in Bitcoin, put some money into Bitcoin and use it. You never know where it can go in the future. This is not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing. I am invested in Bitcoin, and I'm going to continue to keep investing in Bitcoin, and we'll see where it takes me. This was just a quick summary, a couple good things, a couple bad things, a little bit about the wallets, a little bit about what Bitcoin is. I'm going to go further into different wallets that you can use, how to set those up, setting up the Cash App, setting up Coinbase, and all those apps, and we're going to get people into Bitcoin too. Don't forget to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss no more videos like this. And until next time, let's get this money. Peace.